The newsroom, where untold story is revealed.
Breaking news, akatambi kakano kafulumye nga Muhammad Ssegirinya annyonnyola nga totola akawanvu n'akaga era biki ebyaviiriddeko okufa kwe. Ssegirinya byonna yaleka abitadde ku katambi wuno nga nnyonnyola engeri gye bamukubamu eddagala n'obutuwa. Akatambi akafulumye nkugambye kawuniikiriza bangi era buli akafunye ku mutimbagano nkugambye maziga gagenda mu maaso n'okubeera nga ate akaaba akadde kano kennyini. Saagala kubeera nga nkumalira budde wabula kawanvu kali mu lulimi lufuutifuuti ngenda kusaba tukawulirize n'obwekkanya mpola nnyo tusobole okubeera nga ate tutegeera ensonga zino. Ssegirinya atotola engeri gyayisibwamu mu kkomera, butya bwatuuka okuvunda ebigere okuggwawo na butya bwayokyebwa obusajja bwe ne bukubwamu n'empisa okutuuka ku ssaawa nga omusajja takyasobola kutengerera bw'ati mu nsonga z'ekintu ekikulu. Nze Deni akutuusaako ensonga ku mukutu guno nkusaba n'obuwombeefu obw'ekika ekya waggulu. Video sooka ogimpere like, bw'ogiwa like muganda wange ate ebeera ogiwadde muliro gugitambuza nga bw'eri enkola. Nkusaba gwe atalina subscribinga twegattako sooka subscribinge otwegatteko mu butongole tusobole okubeera nga ate ensonga tuzitambuza bulungi. Kankuwe akatambi kano wabula gweyagala olanga naffe simu zaffe we ziri wansi awo tukubireko tujalanga ffenna. Kansooke nkuwa akatambi kano okalabe.
They had been piercing you with needles all over?
Yeah, with a needle all over. So they wanted us to die from prison.
Yeah. So did to Samanjana, did they do the same thing as what they did?
Same set.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they did the same torture?
Same torture.
Yeah.
We experienced the same torture. Yeah.
How many days?
Like 1 month.
And then every day they'll take you from your cell?
Yeah, they take it from our cell. Prison officers used to come.
Yeah.
And they take us in the torture chamber, they torture us.
Yeah.
Then they take us back where we sleep.
Ebuvanjuba nebugwanjuba ewaka wasigala we wasinga. Beyond the newsroom gwe mukutu ogukuleetera ekyo ekisinga katiranga naffe ng'oyita ku noti 771 453 68 ne noti 744 26 45 na bino bikulu tetulanga bafere tetulanga basawo ba kinnansi n'abagwa mu koowa eryo. Mwebale kutuwagira. Thank you.
Usually, when our comrades are tortured, they ask them a question: what's Plan B? What is where does everyone get the money from? Those kind of questions. Were they also interrogating you, or were they just torturing you?
They were just torturing us. That's why are we supporting Bobby Wine? Those things. And another thing. That's why I'm always decampaigning the government. Social media. So I asked them that you arrested us, saying that we participated in massacre, murder. Now you were asking me different things. They told us that we know why we arrested you. So it means that they don't arrest us about the issue of massacre.
Exactly.
It was a different thing. That's why they answered us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And did they put on a mask? Yeah. So you were not able to see any of your torturers.
See anybody.
Now you're saying this was a month, but you were in prison for 2 years.
Yeah, they tortured us for about a month. Then when our lawyers came to visit us, we complained. So they filed a human rights petition against us. So that's why they stopped. That's when they stopped torturing us after informing our lawyers.
It was also when you showed your foot in court, right? I remember this photo of you.
That foot I was pierced by needle.
Right.
It's hospital needle.
Right. So they had been piercing you with needles all over.
Yeah, with the needle all over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what they did to Kakwenza, the whipping.
Yeah, for Kakwenza was just a mere torture.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was just
I mean, it was medieval even, with the whipping.
But yeah, was a real torture, I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beating,
Mm-hmm.
put you in a cold room,
Mm-hmm.
you stay there for 2 days,
Uh-huh.
putting with that room with the water.
Uh-huh.
They pour water in the room,
Yeah.
then they put you there.
Right, exactly.
Then you stand in the water from day up to night.
Uh-huh.
You, by the time you get out,
Mm-hmm.
when you can't move,
Yeah.
and when the legs are paralyzed.
Right.
So was is a real torture.
And that was together with some Anjana, or they took you?
They separated us during the torture.
Right.
Different rooms.
Mm-hmm. And these they were from central Uganda. Mm-hmm.
Northern.
Oh, northern.
Yeah.
They were from northern Uganda.
Mm.
The torturers.
And the some
You heard them speaking their
and some from central.
right. Because this was Kigo, right?
Yeah, Kigo prison.
Asking this because
so they are trying.
because if it's not just political but also tribal, right?
Tribalistic, yeah.
Right, because that is also under the
they added that you want to take over our government.
Mm-hmm.
You people, why don't you appreciate what the money is doing? The money is doing a great job, but for you are decampaigning him.
Mm-hmm.
Like you missed update, you always decampaign the money on social media.
The man is Museveni.
Museveni.
Mm-hmm.
On social media, abusing him,
Mm-hmm.
you disrespect him,
Mm-hmm.
belittling him. So they are saying such things.
Mm-hmm.
While torture in progress.
And visitors, they were allowed.
Yeah, but they used to send the family visitors.
Mm-hmm.
But they used to deny others, and the lawyers, they used to allow lawyers to come, but others,
They were denied. And they brought you food.
our family members,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they used to bring for us food, but they reached an extent and said that no more food from your family members. See, we as prison to give you food. What they did, they decided to give us the prison portion. But that portion, if you eat it, you may collapse even.
Yeah.
So they stopped food from outside.
Mm-hmm.
So it was part of torture also.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Accessibility for food was not good.
Mm-hmm.
So we managed to be eating the prison food while in incarceration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then sleeping, did they allow you to sleep?
Because you may find a small room with this one, like about 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
So
they said very little, but you were put with 100 people in the
yeah,
cell.
100 people. And even Parliament talked about it,
Mm-hmm.
so they stopped the torture.
Mm-hmm.
But the first
Well,
month,
they stopped the severe torture.
the severe torture. So we remained with the psychological torture.
Right.
Yeah,
And also some beating, or also the beatings also stopped.
the beating stopped
Uh-huh.
to beat us.
Uh-huh. But then you still are allowed to have proper medical attention. Did you get proper?
No, they don't have proper medical attention.
Just the prison doctor, right?
Just they give you just paracetamol only.
Right. And you needed medical attention because of the severe
yet
torture.
you need a specialized treatment.
Right.
Because specialized treatment is not Panado.
Mm-hmm.
No. Specialized treatment is to go to hospital like this one and get treatment.
Exactly.
But they refused to give us specialized treatment. So they wanted us to die from prison.
Yeah.
But due
Exactly.
to God's mercy, that's why we are still alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyamazima amatuufu bw'owuliriza ebintu bino byonna toyinza kulemererwa kaaba maziga. Dr. Nico Yomu ono ng'asinziira mu ggwanga lya Netherlands avuddeyo n'ata obutammi buno ng'akunyakunya Wangadya akulira akakiiko ka Human Rights Commission waneeno mu ggwanga lya Uganda. Ono nno ng'amubuuza ani yabonyaabonya Eric Mwesigwa, Ssegirinya n'abalala bonna abagenze mu maaso n'okutulugunyizibwa ebitongole ebyokwerinda nga bamu ku bo nga Eric Mwesigwa babisiba ku kibiina kya Nuupu. N'abuuza lwaki bw'aba Kyagulanyi yatokyalinga Mwesigwa temumukwata at least ne mumusiba ne mumuteeka mu mbuga z'amateeka, n'annyonnyola lwaki yakola ebikolwa ebyekko ebyefaananyirizaako bwe biti. Ebigambo bino nkusaba nabyo obiwulirize.
Nico, I request for a copy of your book.
Another small question. Who tortured Eric Mwesigwa? According to you, it was the National Unity Platform that tortured him. If you think that is the case, why don't you summon Bobby Wine and all these people to explain where the National Unity Platform torture centers are? I want to remind you that according to the Ugandan constitution, you have the right to summon everyone. You don't have to go out and look in prisons where they are. And also in the case of Kakwenza, you could have just summoned Mohosi because he is alleged to have abducted him. So I have this book ready with 137 victims. And I have a question from Ms. Wangadya, if she is willing to react to every individual victim in that book. Thank you very much.
So I can pronounce myself better on those cases when my office has investigated them. And by the way, to subject those allegations to an investigation, it is a cardinal rule of justice that you cannot pronounce someone guilty without hearing their side of the story, without any investigation, without a hearing. Why then do we have a court at our commission if we are going to base on accusations and pass judgment? Each case deserves an investigation and, where necessary, a hearing. So that is what I operate on. Again,
we'll find a way of how I can see if you're in Kampala, you can have an appointment with the Honorable Wangadya so you can present your book to her and the commission. I think the commission, like she said, would be interested in looking at the cases that you have documented. So thank you very much for those questions.
Yeah, Solomon.
Nico, you wanted to seek clarification?
The line that we see in her story, every time there are many cases and it is being ignored by Ms. Wangadya. And for example, she also ignored my remark that she is allowed to summon people. She is allowed to summon even General Museveni or General Mohosi Kainerugaba. Where is Kakwenza? She can do that. She doesn't have to ask permission, and it shows very clearly that she's not independent. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Nico. Honorable Wangadya, any feedback?
All I can say is that I have answered the question of our independence so many times. I have heard about those Paris principles. I have read them. I have listened to you,
Read them.
and I take note of.
She has
of
to
your
know them by
advice.
heart.
Thank you so much. And I want to end with this: that I do not preside over a perfect situation.
Basic.
This country's human rights state is not perfect. But that's why we have institutions to keep responding, to keep intervening as and when human rights violations occur. Of course, it is impossible to be everywhere, in every corner of the country. That's why we ask victims of human rights abuses to report to us, and we investigate those cases. And we shall improve with time.
No.
By the way,
No, it's not going to improve.
I don't know whether the situation in this country
Not with this
is so
lady.
fundamentally different from other countries. When you unpack cases of torture, what are you talking about? You are talking about criminal cases, by the way. Torture in itself is a criminal offense. Under torture, you are talking about assault. You are talking about grievous bodily harm. You are talking about unlawful wounding. Before the Human Rights Commission was established by the Constitution, we have always had the police, we have had the courts of law sitting to hear such criminal cases. But crimes will always be committed. I have always argued that what is very important is how we respond when those crimes are committed, how we respond when human rights violations occur. Do we sit idle? Do we just watch and do nothing? No. We investigate those cases, have
We
them
don't.
placed before our tribunal,
And
and
especially
we hear
not
them.
when it's opposition related.
The National Human Rights Institution in Uganda is the only one of its kind which has further judicial powers to hear cases. And it seems that that strength we have has been twisted by some people and turned into a weakness. So I just want to encourage people they should not lose hope. This is our country. Each one has a stake in it. Please continue reporting your cases to us, and we will continue to investigate and hear them and give redress where it is due. We are not a perfect institution, but we have a commitment to continue to improve.
No, you don't have
We
commitment.
request that we be availed the necessary resources so that we will perform better. We will continue to speak out even more.
Speak
on
out?
Cases like this one.
Like you spoke out on Ssegirinya?
Even at any given opportunity at any public physical spaces when we meet people through the media, both print and online media. So we will continue to do whatever we can within our limited resources. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you, the Honorable Wangadia. Thank you for making time for us this evening on your busy schedule to speak to us. I appreciate you for the time. And thank you to everyone who has been part of this conversation. I've been speaking with the chairperson of the Uganda Human Rights Commission, Honorable Margaret Wangadia. Mariam Wangadia.
It's just unbelievable how Wangadia reacted to the Paris Principle.
BTN Media, Beyond the Newsroom. Mbasubiza okubeera nga mbaweereza ekyo ekisinga mu mwaka 2025, liking a video, gisharing, ate information ebeere nga buli sekinoomu wali asobola okugifuna, ate tutegeere ensonga nga bezigenda maaso n'okubeera nga zitambula. Mbagaliza byemunjagaliza banywanyi, mutenza guluwo yayisa amazzi mu ttaka ne gatalumira, agende maaso n'okubeera nga abankuumira abampeera ebyo byemunjagaliza, ate ffenna tubigabaneko.
Beyond the Newsroom, where untold story is revealed.